Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I'm your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 10, day 4 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I'm so glad that you're here. Now today is day 4 and you may be going through a little bit of a rebellion inside your body. Like you may be feeling this bit of retaliation. Like the things that would normally get on your nerves a little bit might be getting on your nerves a lot. And some things that didn't really used to bother you, now they're starting to get a bit irritating. Well, that is normal. And it's just really part of the process. You know, your brain and your hormones are like trying to figure out, where are my drugs, where are my sweets, and where are these things that I'm used to having. Just remember that this is part of the process. All right, this too shall pass. You're only passing through this phase. Remember, when you get on the other side, you're going to have a much better time. When you get on the other side, your body's going to feel cleaner and better. And when you get on the other side, you'll also have a great part of your story to be able to share with other people who need to actually take these steps. So just hang in there and remember, above all, to keep moving forward. Now, for today's 3 frequently asked questions when it comes to the Whole30, this has to do with the length of the program. So for the number 1 question for today is, why is the Whole30 30 days? Now, Melissa answers this question pretty much like this. The habit research that she used and that she and her husband looked at really said that it took about 66 days in order to make a habit stick. But they really didn't want to make it like a whole 66. But they figured that if they had done like a whole 14 days, that really wouldn't be enough for most people. But having it for 30 days is a great way for you to be able to really feel the change in your body and also to start having some habits change. Now, this is also part of the reason why I've developed this program the way I have now, because we want to make sure that you've had a chance to change your habits as you've come up to doing the Whole30. So hopefully by now, those habits that you've been building in the past are really starting to pay off. So the next question is, can you do it for a shorter time? Perhaps maybe a whole 7, a whole 10, or maybe even a whole 14. Well, the answer is yes. But that's going to be more so after you have done the Whole30 reset. Going through this initial period does really need to be at least 30 days. So once you get done with that and you know what it feels like and you can understand that tiger blood feeling, then when you go on a Carbapalooza at some point, maybe you go on a reunion or you have a vacation or you have a holiday where you just sort of just throw all caution to the wind. Well, you may want to recover from that by doing a whole 7 or doing a whole 10. So there are some appropriate times for you to do a shorter whole 30, but for now, the 30 days is where you want to start out. Now, the last question is, can I do or should you do like a whole 45 or a whole 60 or a whole 90? In other words, extend it for a longer period of time. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in the introduction phase. But in general, if you have like an autoimmune disease or if you have some type of chronic situation that you start seeing to really clear up, some people really have aches and pains that go away and they're like, they really don't want to go back to that, then you may want to do it for a little bit longer time. But it's kind of tough sometimes to just say right off the bat, hey, I'm going to do 45 days or 60 days. When you get to the end of the Whole30, you can reassess it, look at it, feel how your body is feeling, and then decide whether you want to make it another 15 or another 30 days. You know, you have to do what's best for you. In the end, this is all about figuring out what's going to work best for you. All right, now we're on to our calls to action. Of course, we're reading our Busy Fit mindset statements. Every day I am responsible. I take action. I find a way. I prepare. I am disciplined and I am consistent. I make sure that you make sure that you get your room temperature water first thing in the morning and that you are eating slowly to 80%. I did skip number 2, but you know what it is, to get your activity in every day that it calls for on your program. Make sure you even just tracking it on your watch. Also, making sure that we are looking at our food, protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fat sources in the right amounts with the right amount of timing in there, and also repetition, repetition, repetition. Just keep driving it home. Keep doing what you know you need to do. The last thing here is to make sure that your foods promote a healthy psychological response, promote a healthy hormonal response, support a healthy gut, and also a healthy immune system. Tomorrow we will answer the last two of the big frequently asked questions. And remember, if you have any real questions, you can get your whole 30 guide if you want more information. Today I have an awesome video from a guy named Jim Quick, who is really a learning and a brain expert. You really want to hear how you can unlock more of your potential. So until then, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up. And I'll see you on tomorrow.
It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be